So as you know, we do have conductors on board the train. Those conductors are here primarily for the safe and efficient operation of this train. They will be walking throughout. They also have rest duty rigs, so we'll have some getting on and off throughout the trip. However, you do have an onboard services crew that is based out of Chicago, and we will be with you for the entire ride across to Chicago. We've come down from Chicago. Now we're on our return trip back home. So I'm going to introduce you to the crew so that you know who the players are and you'll know who you need to go to if you have any non-emergency questions. I'm going to start in our coaches, or as I like to call it, the comfort coach class. Kevin is your main go-to guy. You'll see him walking throughout the train. He's also assisted by Cesar, or Caesar if you'd like to say, in the coaches, which are located in the back of the train. Any information that you need as far as what stop is coming up next, how long will we be here, is it a fresh air stop, shall I detrain from this door, may I go outside and smoke, where shall I put my luggage? These two guys are the ones that you will need to ask those questions to. They'll be visible to you throughout our train ride. If you walk forward in the direction of train travel, you're going to come into the center of the train. In the center is our upper level sightseer lounge, or observation deck, if you'd like to call it. Now that lounge is for everyone on the train to enjoy. It is not permanent seating. Please do not bring any luggage or large items into the upper level sightseer lounge. I will let you know, it is the most popular place on the train. If you're a party of less than 4 and you're seated at one of the tables, we will ask if you would please allow someone else to come in and enjoy the view. We like to utilize the community environment here. I call it audience participation, if you will. Now, on the lower level of that sightseer lounge, right in the center of that car, you'll see a set of stairs. Downstairs is our cafe where you will meet the other LSA, lead service attendant on the train, Michael. He's your cafe attendant. That cafe is equipped with snacks, drinks, and chips, and everything, and Michael will come back to you and give you a bit of more information about the benefits of utilizing that cafe. Next door to the upper level sightseer lounge is our dining car. Our dining car is what we call the full sit-down dining experience that Amtrak has to offer. We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner services. Our breakfast and lunch services are on a first-come, first-served basis. However, dinner is by reservation and reservation only. And I'll give you a bit more information about the reservation system as I go along. When you come into the dining car, you'll meet myself, and you'll become very familiar with me because I'm pretty much located throughout the dining car for the remainder of the next 60-some-odd hours we'll be on the train. Assisting me in the dining car service are Michael and Jesus. We also have a new addition to our Amtrak family, Shantae, who is in training. You will also meet her. Downstairs in our kitchen, we have 2 chefs. Our food specialist prep is Andy, and Kenny is our chef. They will be preparing all of our meals in the dining car. Next door to our dining car are our private sleeper accommodations. For those passengers in our private sleeper accommodations, your meals are included in the dining car. If you choose to utilize the cafe, you will need to pay. But if you come into the dining car, all of your meals and non-alcoholic beverages are included with your ticket price. Alcoholic beverages and gratuities or tips are not included, nor are they added to your check. If you have not purchased a ticket for our private accommodations, we ask you please do not go back into those accommodations, as they are for those ticketed passengers only, and that is for our safety and security of our train ride. If you have a private accommodation, you each have an attendant in your cars, and they will come through and give you more information about the benefits and amenities of the private accommodation. Now, if you're in our comfort coach class, all of the restrooms are located on the lower level of each coach car. So in the center of the train, you'll see a set of stairs go down, and there are a bank of restrooms. And that is in each coach car, everything is on the lower level. Keep in mind, there's no passing through train cars on the lower level. Everything's on the main level if you're passing through to the train cars. You cannot walk through each car on the lower level, but the restrooms are located on the lower level. The restrooms are unisex, and they're a little retro, so knock before going into the restrooms. Also, if you could have a little courtesy, clean up behind yourselves. There's more restrooms than we have crew members, and we can't get to them upwards of 300 passengers getting on the train. So those restrooms are pretty much the second most popular place on the train. So if you would please clean up behind yourselves. If you have small children, minor children, please don't allow them to go into the restrooms alone. You know they get a little curious. They like to put the big paper towels. These systems are retro, which is old in layman's terms. If you put large items in their diapers and paper towels, it will clog the entire system, which will give us a serious problem trying to get to Chicago without a toilet system. There's also a little small button. You may not see it at first, but on the side of the toilet, there's a little small button. It is the flush button. You push it, may pause a little bit, takes a few seconds. Don't worry, hopefully it works. It's a suction system that we utilize, so if it pauses, it's okay. It'll work eventually, and sometimes we like to use a cup of water. That kind of helps using that toilet system. The attendants will put some cleaning products, Lysol wipes, or paper towels, or whatever, so if you could please clean up behind yourself. We come in and out and tidy them up, but sometimes we don't have a whole lot of time to get in there before they get utilized. We also have trash receptacles and trash boxes located throughout the train in the upper level sightseer lounge there in the center there. So if you could please utilize those. And one more thing, which is the most important. We don't have any Wi-Fi on this train, you guys. We call this at California Zephyr. Let's disconnect and reacquaint ourselves with everyone else. You're going to disconnect, read a book, look out the window, enjoy the view. Leave the hustle and bustle to us. And if there is anything that we can do to make this ride more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to call on one of us. I want to welcome you on board Train 6, the California Zephyr. This is Amtrak